So with Ajax selling all of their players this summer, it's time that they need another new rebuild. And of course, they've lost Erik ten Hag too. And what I've basically done is set up the database with all of the confirmed transfers out so far. And I've added a couple which haven't quite got over the line. Lisandro Martinez has gone to Manchester United. And I've even put Antony at Manchester United too for roughly what they are valued at. So, Dad, we're here with Ajax.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd need to do a rebuild of Ajax because it's a physical rebuild, isn't it?
It's definitely, yeah.
I mean, so many players have been taken away.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping it would be more going towards Man United, if I'm honest. We took their manager. I thought we probably could get a couple of good players.
He'd take it for you as well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've had a couple fall through. It looks like the day that we're recording this, Martinez is actually going to go through. In the database, I've also put Antony as a transfer through to Manchester United. I don't think that deal will go through. No. I think they're going to price us out too much, but I have actually gone on and I've made sure that I've done it because I think, if anything, it just adds to it.
Yeah.
It means that my job is a little bit more what we have to do. So Antony going out for £60 million, that's roughly what they were asking for. And Lisandro Martinez, £50 million. I think we're paying £45 million with add-ons.
Yeah.
So £110 million for those two. And then, of course, every other player that's gone this summer. And what I've basically done is I've added all of that transfer budget and I've stuck it as the only transfer money that we can use this season to start our rebuild. So
we've got to buy a few players first, like quickly.
We have, because the squad was very minimal. And also, there was no staff whatsoever, so I had to bring in all brand new staff. So I'll show you that to begin with, to be fair. All the staff having to come in. That's all the staff that I had to sign this summer, and only Alfred Schroeder left, which of course is the manager that's took over instead of Erik ten Hag. So let's go back to transfers then and see who I've brought in, because I have spent, it says 160, but it's not going to be just me. It's going to be what the manager has already bought from previous occasions. So I'll do it by date, in fact, and then we can see it a little bit better there. So all the way up until the 12th there is the signings that I have not made, but it's been made in real life. So let's start off. A legend of the Netherlands football team.
Definitely.
And of course, Ajax.
Yeah, he's come from Ajax. Yeah.
Patrick Kluivert.
Yeah.
Their academy is quite renowned. His son, Justin.
Yeah.
I've bought him back.
Just to see what he's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the replacement for Antony. He can play on both sides, whereas Antony is predominantly on the right-hand side as a Brazilian who cuts in on his left. This guy can play on both. He can also play up front, should we need him to, but he's a very strong right foot, fairly strong left foot. He's a really good player, to be fair. He's only 22 as well, so roughly the same age as Antony. Just
started his international career, really, and he got 3 caps already. So.
Yeah, not bad at all. He's been at Roma. They sold him for £15 million. It did cost me a little bit more than what we sold him for, but I still think that's really cheap.
Yeah.
So bringing him back home, Justin Kluivert, I think that's a very good signing. Because not to say that this rebuild is going to be a realistic, because some people are like, oh, why don't you do a realistic one?
Yeah.
It's Football Manager at the end of the day. I'll try my best to make it, I'm not going to sign Mbappe and Haaland, but you never know. But that is a realistic signing right there. What about the rest of the team? Now, I think centre-back-wise, Lisandro Martinez leaving, there was a big hole then in the defence, so I've brought in Evan Ndika from my favourite German team, Eintracht Frankfurt. Left-footed, very strong.
Yeah.
Just like Lisandro Martinez is on the game as well. He's left-footed. This guy's a little bit of a different player to Martinez, although he is a ball player, which is what Man United is buying Martinez to do predominantly. This guy's more of an empowering figure at the back as 6'4" with good jump and reach as well. And he's really good on the game, to be fair. 22 years of age, he's French. Boy of Eintracht Frankfurt for £35 million almost. But I think in the long run, it's going to be a thing that will pay off.
Yeah.
Because I don't really intend on selling him for cheap. He is going to be a first teamer, in my opinion. That's what we're going to start with. However, at right back, Mazraoui, he moved to Bayern Munich on a free transfer. So I brought in Pierre Kalulu, who is a right back who can also play centre back, but his attributes suggest that he's probably better at right back because he's got good crossing and dribbling. So when he bombs forward, he has that ability to create some chances, very much like what Mazraoui was doing in real life at Ajax under Erik ten Hag. Again, he's French. He's 21 years of age. He's still young. £16 million is what we paid for him after only one season at Milan, but they don't really tend to use him in Football Manager. The striker situation. Now, Ajax have been known occasionally to not even need a striker.
No.
They played Dusan Tadic up front in a false 9 with Donny van de Beek running through in that year where they faced Spurs in the Champions League.
Yeah.
However, in the last season, that was an unbelievable game, wasn't it? For you, anyway. Yeah, really good.
We lost 1-0 at home.
Yeah.
Then we were 2-0 down at half-time at Ajax. and then we come back and win 3-2.
And pulled it off. Unbelievable. Lucas Moura, was it?
Hat trick by Lucas, my man.
Lucas Moura.
Well, I said I like him now.
You do, yeah. But lately they've been using Sebastian Haller, who of course failed at West Ham, and he's just moved to Borussia Dortmund to kind of replace Haaland with Adeyemi as like a two people replacing one player. So I brought in Patrick Schick, Czech Republic, 25 years of age, from the Bundesliga as well. And this guy's phenomenal, I think. Really good in the air. He's also really good finisher of the ball. Like I say, he's only 25, so he's still young. £36 million. We're signing a lot of players after only being at their clubs for 1 year, but I haven't gone forward a season. So although all the transfers are 1 season, I've just kept it at the season that it's at.
Yeah.
Laziness, really. But yeah, we started off quite well with him too. 5 goals in 3 games.
Good start.
Very good indeed. They also lost the goalkeeper. Free transfer as well, Andre Onana. They do have a couple of good goalkeepers, but I think Stecklenburg and the other guy, Pasveer, that they're in their late 30s, not even like early 30s, and they're not amazing on Football Manager. So I've bought in 2 goalkeepers.
I think we're gonna need one in me.
Absolutely. So Danelli is a backup goalkeeper, which is more for the future. Brazilian, sometimes he turns out really good, but I know he's got quite a low potential range, so it could be a case that we'll never see him.
Yeah.
So, but for £1 million. Who really cares? Yeah. But the big sign-in for the goalkeeper position is Altay Bayindir, 23 years of age, Turkish goalkeeper. I think I've signed him before at certain clubs. I think it might have even been Spurs. But I think he's good. £12.25 million is a good price for a goalkeeper on this game as well, with his ability and quality at only 23. So that's the signings that I have made to replace the players that have left.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Young team as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Remember, of course, they've just signed Steven Bergwijn from Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
That's the only sign that they've made in real life. I think they might have just signed a centre-back, but hasn't gone through on the game yet. What about tactically then? Ajax recently have been playing a 4-2-3-1. Very similar to this scenario where one is a little bit deeper and picks up the ball and carries it forward because of how high they're pressing anyway. They very like to hold on to the ball in a possession-based tactic, which is when they lose it, very high press. That's what I'm hoping to see at Man United under there at Ten Hag.
Yeah.
That's what they've been renowned for. So I've kind of tried replicating it myself with the inverted wingers like they've been using. So we've got Tadic on one side, Kluivert on the other, Kudus in the midfield. I'm not going to make sure all of these players are playing in the same position. I'm not going to pick anybody when I simulate. However, this is just a brief look at what we can possibly do with the players that we've got. Because I still actually think we've got some quality players on the bench that aren't even making the first team. That would add to it. Daley Blind has been doing really well for Ajax since returning to the Netherlands from Manchester United, and he's only 31. I thought he was a lot older for some reason, but he's a quality player and a leader of this dressing room, and he can play in so many different positions. So I like him in that DM role at the minute. There's rumours that Tagliafico might be leaving, but nothing concrete yet, so I kept him at the club. But this is what we are looking at right now. So, schedule-wise, we've started off. We've won the Johan Cruyff Special, whatever it is, the Super Cup for winning the league. You obviously play somebody else. NEC, a 5-1 victory, 20 a 2-1 victory, and Vitesse, a 3-0 victory where Patrick Schick got himself a hat-trick there. So, good start.
Yeah,
very good.
Good start.
Our Champions League group then.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
Oh, well.
Bayern Munich, who've just stole 2 of their players, Gravenberch in centre midfield, which is kind of the only position I didn't really replace because we had quite a lot of players in there, and right back Mutsarawi, and of course Barcelona, who always take players from Ajax, including the likes of Frankie de Jong.
I was having a quick look at their European record and all that. They're one of 5 teams that have actually won the trophy like so many times so you can keep the trophy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they've also one of 5 teams as well that have also won all 3 of the UEFA Cups that you can win.
Yeah, so
they got a good.
But it's Cup Winners' Cup and then obviously Europa League.
They got a good European record, so really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the 80s, I think when they last won it, am I right in saying they've won it 4 times? 95 was the last time they won it, actually. Yeah, and they're Van Gaal.
Yeah.
They won it with that really young team, which then got picked apart, of course. But
talking about the young team, in 2017, when Ajax played Man United in a Europa Cup final, they fielded the youngest side, and it was 21 years and 282 days as an average age.
Oh yeah, the Europa League final.
Yeah. I mean, Man United won, but
Yeah.
they fielded a very young side, so it was very good, really.
The last trophy that Man United won.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So there we go. Right, okay, so that's our first season. Let's simulate it and see how we get on. Right, we have won the league in the first season, 92 points, but we're expected to win the league, and it might be a case that we kind of breeze over the league in future if we are becoming
I'm just going to
dominant.
touch on something here, because I can see the goal difference there. 34 matches, 115 goals.
Yeah, that's huge.
First season, Johan Cruyff took over in 1985. They come second in the league, even though they scored 120 goals, and they come second by 8 points behind PSV.
Wow, 8 points as well.
Yeah.
Jesus, their defense must have been awful that season. If they're scoring that many and not winning the league, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, we scored 140. That's phenomenal. We scored 18 goals against Heracles in the league. So that was 16 against PSV. Oh. We got to check that.
Yeah,
We've got to check that.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at other competitions first, then we'll go back and take a look at those games, because that is massive. Because they only conceded 40 this season, and 16 of them were against us. So they only conceded 24 in their other 32 games. Mental, but we're champions of the Eredivisie. Have we won the cup? What have we done in the Champions League? Let's take a look. We're the winners of the Europa League.
Get in.
And the Dutch Cup.
Oh, treble.
Treble winners.
And the Johan Cruyff.
Quadruple winners. Bang. Yeah.
That's our job done.
So, Europa League, we beat Lazio in the final 3-2. Dusan Tadic got himself 2 goals. Patrick Schick got 1. Ciro Immobile, of course, was our a big opponent in the Lazio squad, who always does really well. But what a game that is to win 3-2 against Lazio. And in the cup, how have we done there? It was after extra time against PSV. We score all those goals against them in the league, and then we can only score 1 in 90 minutes when it matters in a cup final. But we have done that, so that's quite good. That's important. But Rangers went through.
Barcelona come bottom of the league.
Oh my god! I didn't expect that. They didn't win a game. Wow, we beat, but the only game we won as well was Bayern Munich. We could not even beat Rangers. That's phenomenal. We drew 2 against. We lost both games against Rangers. What has happened there? How have we done that? We drew both games against Barcelona and only beat Bayern Munich.
To be honest, I reckon what we were doing there, we thought we were going to finish third anyway, so we just made sure. We didn't realise that Barcelona were going to come back, did we?
Yeah, bloody hell, we didn't expect that. Okay, let's take a look at the schedule then, because there's a few things that we need to be checking up on here. So that was a late equaliser there, I can see, 92nd minute.
Oh, PSV 10-3.
Oh my god, what a game that is. 10-3. Patrick Schick got 4 goals in that game. Absolutely annihilated them. That's
Justin
huge.
Kluivert got a goal as well, huh?
Yeah, Kluivert got one, so that's fantastic. 4-0 against AZ's a big result. But where's the other one? 6-0 away. 6-0 against your biggest rivals. That's huge. Yeah. Let's take a look then at just Europa League, because obviously we've got to the final and won it. Let's see who we defeated on the way. Galatasaray in the first game. Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
So we only drew 0-0 when we went there, but we were of course 4-2 up already. West Ham, who got to the final this year.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
We won that game.
No, they did go to the final, did they? They got knocked out in the semi-final because it's Rangers and Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Frankfurt won. Come on, let's go. 5-1 against them in the home leg, 1-0 away. Sporting, always difficult.
Yeah.
Real Madrid went down to Europa League. We beat
What
them.
do I always say, mate? What do I always say?
You got to win your home games.
And you're
So
through to
many
the final.
people have said, we need a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm planning something. Don't you worry. I'm planning a t-shirt. A 2-0 loss away from home, but by then we were absolutely fine. And then, of course, that victory there. So let's take a look at statistics, because we know Patrick Schick, 66.
6 goals.
Wow, that's huge.
And we just bought a good striker there.
We have, indeed. And remember, that's only 34 games in the league. So there's 4 less than what you would in the Premier League, and he's getting 66 across the whole season. Berghaus got 27. That's not bad at all. Dusan Tadic got 24. We always say, don't we, if you can get a couple of players up there above 20, then you stand a good chance. And Kluivert got 10 with 16 assists.
That's good.
Yeah, Kudus with, considering he's only 21, getting 10 and 13 assists. So that's really good. And Tagliafico, our left back, getting the 16 assists is crucial, especially when you play inverted wing backs, because of course they don't really tend to be able to cross that much. So the fact that he's doing that is really good. Next season, we've been given 70 million. So, I mean, there's not really a lot you can improve on to bring to the Eredivisie. It's going to be maybe just 1 or 2 signings each summer now, I reckon, because, you know, we're going to be trying to keep hold of a lot of these players. But okay, we'll go forward to the second season and see who we bring in. Okay, a couple of players on the outs. One of them was Tagliafico. He was in his last year of his contract.
It was all right.
Wasn't going to sign another deal.
He's 30 anyway.
Yeah.
So.
He's gone to Eintracht Frankfurt. They rung me up and said, Lukey, how you doing, mate? And I was like, good, mate. Yeah, you can have it. £10 million. So we still made a profit on him, but he's a very quality defender, so we're going to have to replace him. But there was another name that left, and that name is Edson Alvarez. He has gone to Atletico Madrid for £33 million. And considering he only started 12 games last season, that's a good one to bring in.
Definitely, yeah.
Because that gave us even more money to splash on a centre defensive midfielder that we can bring in and help the team. So who was that? Let's take a look, because if I go by date, we can see a couple of players that we've brought in here. Charles Di Cattelere is a player that I've been wanting to sign in a rebuild for so long. This is another kind of realistic one that I could see happen. I don't think it will, because I've got a feeling somebody's already linked with him that he might be moving, and it's not Ajax. But if Ajax were to sign this player, in real life, it would make complete sense to me. He's a young Belgian talent that we're picking up from Club Brugge. £35 million, but he is
good,
really good. Yeah,
I've never heard of him actually, but he does look good.
I haven't until Football Manager, which is very rare. Oh, it took until this season before I've heard of him.
Yeah.
So that's quite rare. But in this game, I think he has got a really good potential on the game. So I'm excited to see what he can do. He's 6'4", so he's a powering figure, and he plays in that shallow striker role quite well. And I've brought back Serginho Dest, who he can play on the right, he can play on the left. Obviously, we've just lost Tagliafico, so I'm bringing him in. He's homegrown, which definitely helps in Europe and things like that for qualification. Eredivisie, they don't give a crap who you sign. Like, you can sign a full squad of Brazilians, and you don't have to field any Dutch players whatsoever, whatever. But in Europe, I found that we could only sign 24 or register 24 because we didn't have enough homegrown. So Serginho Dest comes in from thinking about that. £30 million, of course, come through the youth academy. But before we take a look at the tactic, today's video is sponsored by Manscaped. Crotch discomfort hurting your game? Fear no more. The kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. Sleek, soft, comfortable and flexible, the brand new Boxers 2.0 from Manscaped take your balls to the royal ball throne. The global leaders in below the waist grooming have the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you can wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chilling. So let your bulge breathe and get 20% off plus free shipping by using my code OMEGA at manscaped.com. Let's say you're on a date and your partner catches that Manscaped on the waistband of your underwear. It's almost guaranteed to raise some eyebrows and act like a billboard on the highway to Pleasure Town. But once the pants come off, you know you are smooth and smelling great with a Performance Package 4.0. Guys, I have 2 of these because the skin safe technology is perfect for my balls and my face. And now my wife can't keep her hands off of me because she knows Manscaped has me trimmed up the way she likes it and smelling fantastic with the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. All of this is included in the Performance Package 4.0, as well as a t-shirt, boxers, and a weed whacker for your nose and ears, and with a very sleek travel bag as well to put them all in. So check out manscaped.com and use my code OMEGA for 20% off and free shipping. Supporting my sponsors allow me to continue to do this job full time. So thank you to everybody who's helped support me so far, and thank you if you're going to do it right now. Omega at manscaped.com. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Yes, welcome back. Right, we are sticking with the same tactic. I think we'll be stupid to change it right now, because all we've done is add to the team with what we've got. And we still got that DM where Daley Blind can play. We've got Devon Wrench, who's come through the youth academy and can play there. He's developing really nicely, only 19 years of age. And of course, Jurriën Timber, who is predominantly a centre midfielder that Man United was obviously after at the start of the transfer window. He spoke to Louis van Gaal, and Louis van Gaal said, don't go, you won't be in the World Cup team. And he said, I'm staying. So he is also available to play in centre defence midfield. So we've got options there. So despite losing Edson Alvarez. So I'm going to play Kudus in that position there, Di Ketelere in that position in the shadow striker, and it leaves the wingers. We've got loads of options there with Patrick Schick up front. So, and if Patrick Schick can't do it, of course, we've got the likes of Dusan Tadic who can play there.
Yeah.
But Dusan Tadic can literally play about 5 different positions that we've got on the field right now. It's crucial for us. Schedule-wise then, how have we got on? Well, we're of course playing 2 Super Cups. The Feyenoord game in the Dutch Super Cup, we won 3-0. Brilliant.
Good.
But the UEFA Super Cup, we lost to an Erling Haaland 94th minute goal. Interesting that they won the Champions League straight off the bat though.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. But we haven't conceded a goal yet in the Netherlands. 3-0 in the Cup, 3-0 against Utrecht, 3-0 against PSV. Patrick Schick loves playing PSV, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He is buzzing with that. He loves playing against Scotland and he loves playing against PSV. I'm so sorry, Scottish fans. Just could not resist. Real Madrid, of course, who we beat in the Europa League semi-final, I think it was last season, are in our group alongside Napoli and Monaco. That's 2 tricky teams.
I don't know. I'm happy with that. I reckon we can go through this one. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as difficult as the group that we had last season.
No.
But that's still a tricky one because there's no whipping boy in that one. Rangers was supposed to be the whipping boy, but it turned out to be Barcelona.
Yeah.
So there we go. Prediction then, you think you'll get through that and, of course, win the league.
Yeah, but you've got to win the league, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, we'll simulate the second season then. We are winners once again, 85 points this time round, so not as many points as what we had last time, but let's take a look. We lost 3 games in total, Groningen, Feyenoord, 6-0, lost to Feyenoord. It's big, but that's not too bad. I just want to see the goals. Patrick Schick only got 24 this season, so he's didn't get as many in the league, but that's absolutely fine. It's the other competitions that I think we're mainly thinking that we need to focus on here. Let's take a look. Oh, the runners-up of the Cup. Semi-final of the Europa League. We didn't qualify. By Manchester United. Erik ten Hag knocked us out. If he's still there. He is still there. Erik ten Hag knocked us out of the Europa League. But who beat us in the Cup? That's mental. We lost on penalties to AZ Alkmaar. So our run of 3 in a row has come to an end.
That's a bad one.
AZ Alkmaar beat us on penalties. That's 2 times where we've been not as good in the Cup final, in the Dutch Cup final, which of course they didn't do very well this year. They lost the Dutch Cup final, didn't they? To PSV. The squad goals then, Patrick Schick got half the goals almost than what he got last season. But we still had the other 2 getting 20.
That's good though, isn't it?
And Berghaus getting 19. So almost 3 players there getting 20. Dusan Tadic getting 25 goals and 18 assists, age 34, is mental, isn't it? From a midfielder. Like, remember, he's not playing that many games up front, but that's insane. And Di Ketelere, his first season in the league, 11 goals and 13 assists. It's not bad, but
he looks like he's playing nearly every game. 51 games though.
51 games. Well, of course, he was secured in the position, wasn't he? So he'd play as many as possible. Whereas Kudus didn't score any in that attacking playmaker role. But I've got a feeling he might have been injured because he only played 40 games. So he's probably missed a bit of the season so far. So, I mean, so far it's been okay. But I think that first season really overshadowed that second season, get the treble. And then it's major disappointment in the second season. Just want to highlight, we're on this page. Been to that stadium, nicest stadium I've ever been to.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, we've been to Anfield, Old Trafford, which is run down as hell now. Wembley, Nou Camp. But that stadium, easily the best stadium I've ever been to. It's beautiful. If you're ever in Amsterdam, which I implore you to go and take the tour. It's fantastic. And right after the tour, even before it, there's a place called Burger Bitch, and it's attached to the stadium. And it's the nicest meal I've ever had. I love Amsterdam.
We like finding out about the meals at the stadium.
Absolutely, yeah. So,
we've had a few
Ajax fans, do you also like Burger Bitch? Because I can actually vouch for you guys. But what about the food in the stadium? Because I never went and watched the game. I was gutted that when we went there was a European game going on. They were qualifying for the Champions League in the qualifier, and I can't remember who it was against, who they were against, but they had to go. They had an away game and not a home game. No, and I was fuming. So never mind, we missed that.
Looking at the kits, what do you think of the kits?
Well, obviously they're very much famous for their home kit.
Their actual first kit though was black.
Really, and it's maybe why the third kit.
And
I
wonder why the third kit is in black. But it's got. I've noticed it's got red, yellow, and blue stripes on it. That's to do with Bob Marley. Bob Marley, yes.
3 Little Birds.
3 Little Birds, yeah. In 2008, we played Cardiff in a friendly, and after the game, they put on the 3 Little Birds, and the Ajax fans started singing to it. And from that game, they take it as like their anthem. They sing it at every game. And of course, Bob Marley's son found out about this, and he actually came to a game and sung the song live at the stadium. And his words, this is, I am an Ajax fan now into the day I die.
That's amazing. I love things like that.
The 3 birds. And on the back of the little shirt, the black shirt, is the 3 little birds.
Yeah,
so
that is cool. They do always have really nice away kits. Maybe I should have bought it, but I think right next to me here, I do have the away kit. Now, I do actually have both Finalized and PSV as well. So.
Right.
Don't think you're really special, Ajax, because I've got your kit. But I do have last season's Ajax away kit. And it does also have Gravenberch in the back, so apologies, he's left now. Maybe I've but I got it because they always have really nice away kits. And I think even this season, their away kit looks really nice too.
Talk about nice kits?
Yes.
I want to thank you for my birthday present.
Dad's birthday,
The new Argyle kit.
Got the new Argyle kit. Thanks to everybody who wished him happy birthday as well when I put it on social media. You don't ever like all my normal posts, but you like it when I talk about Dad on there. So, yeah. I think when this comes out, I might have turned 30. So if you don't say happy birthday to me...
Actually, it isn't, because I was going to... At the end of this programme, I was going to bring this up. We come out on the Monday, your birthday is 2 days' time.
2 days' time, yes.
So all your viewers there, 2 days after you see this video, this man here is 30.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to wish him all the best for his birthday.
So old.
And just a quick note to say, me and your mum are so proud of you, mate, of what you're
Thank
achieving.
you. I appreciate
it. Happy 30th birthday.
Thank you very much. You make me all emotional on a video here. Come on, let's move on. Now, Bayern Munich has stole our right back again. Devin Wrench. On the last day of the transfer window as well, they activated a release clause, £42 million. Could not do anything about it. No. Did not want to sign a new deal. So I was like, what do I do about the right back situation? I signed their right back, who used to play for Ajax and come through the youth academy, Mazraoui, who we mentioned left on a free, but we paid 21 million. So they robbed us blind there because they got him for free 2 seasons later. I'm bringing him back for 21 million, but we needed a right back. He suits the way we play, and of course, he originally come through the Ajax Youth Academy. So it's quite a nice little thing to bring him back because he wasn't playing many games anyway, but he's not the only player that we have signed. We have signed quite a lot of players this summer, but that was only one on the outs there, really. Now, on the ins, Angelo is kind of like what Anthony was when they signed Anthony. He's a young Brazilian right winger who can also play up front with a very strong left foot. He does have the potential to be as good as Anthony. It's just whether he can make it. He's finally signed for us. I bought him last year, but he stayed at Santos while he was 17, £10.75 million. We'll see about that one, but maybe he'll turn into something.
Very young, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe he won't. But this is a big signing for me. Aurelien Tchouameni from Real Madrid. And you guys might have seen it as well if you've ever done like a series and you've noticed Camavinga doesn't get played much. Real Madrid's got so many good centre midfielders that the ones with amazing potential, i.e. Tchouameni and Camavinga, never get played. Just like here, he only played 6 games in his whole Real Madrid career in the league, so he signed him for just £17 million. He's not amazing yet, but he does have a fantastic potential, and he's still only 23. So there's time. There's time to revive his career.
I think he will be good.
I'm gutted he went there, to be honest, because, I mean, Liverpool are after him as well. There's a reason why he was amazing last season at Monaco. Pinamonti is kind of a backup to Schick when Schick can't play. Very similar style of play. He's 6'1", good off the ball, good finisher, good header. But that's just a cheap signing there for £3.7 million. And we also picked up this guy who is transfer listed from PSG. Karem, I'm not going to pronounce, I'm so sorry. From PSG, they signed for £22 million. Never really used him, only played 10 games in the league. We signed him for half the price, £10 million. So I think we've done good business, to be honest, because...
Building the squad again.
Absolutely. You can see there, the last day of the window, we were scrambling around to get our right back after they stole him on the last day. We've loaned out a few players who could potentially be something in the future as well. Kenneth Taylor's always got good potential on the game, as has Ms. Hoy, so you guys might see that if you decide to take it on from the Patreon. People have been sending me Patreon stuff. Good. Which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask all these people who are sending me stuff, they can send me the saved game file, and if you guys want us to do like a review as a separate video where we look at other rebuilds,
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Let us know down in the comments. If you're up for that, we'll definitely do it. But we need interest in that, because that's just no point in doing it. Because views have been on a roll recently. We've been breaking some records thanks to rebuilds and the Barcelona series. So that's who we've been signing. There is some slight tactical tweaks that we have done here that you might not be able to see too much, to be fair, but it's in the instructions, and I think we made these. They might have already been ball players, I can't remember. But there we go. We got Tchouameni, who's going to play every single game because I know he's got that potential. He just needs to be given the game time. Let's take a look at the schedule. 4-0 in the Dutch Cup. That's better. Nice. Sparta, 7-0. Almere City, 7-0. AZ Alkmaar 1-0. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Really good. Our Champions League group, Sporting, Basel and Chelsea.
All right.
We beat Sporting already so far in this episode, but Chelsea I don't think we've come across yet. That could be a tricky one, especially if their final was... Oh, it's Zidane as well. If they're firing all cylinders with Zidane, they got Kai Havertz still there. That could be a tricky one. Have they won any Premier League since? They haven't, no. So, yeah, we'll see about that one then, but I'm expecting us to go through.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed if we don't.
Yeah, because we haven't actually qualified through one yet, which is kind of bad. We've only gone to Europa League. So, okay, we'll simulate this third season, see how we do. So the third season, 83 points that we have managed to tally up there. We're still winning the league. We're still comfortable. We've lost 3 games so far this season. 5 goals conceded. Interesting where the games that we lost, we didn't score in.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
That is weird, yeah.
We did score 112 goals, though, but nowhere near as many as that first season, which I still can't believe, to be honest. That was quite incredible stuff. Dusan Tadic and Patrick Schick getting 22 and 21. It's nice when you always see 2 players in there, but it's not as nice when you win in the league and you don't see one of your players at the top.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when Schick, the amount of goals that he got in the first season. But Dusan Tadic, 36 now? He's topping everything. 35, about to turn 36 this year. But that's another league under our belts.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Other competitions, though. Come on. Winners of the Cup. We qualified through the Champions League group stage, but PSG was the team that knocked us out. So let's take a look at PSG a sec. They've got Favre in there, so I think he's been announced now. So I think that's the reason why when I did the update, it's come up as him. They still got Mbappe as director of football. Director of football, whatever he is now. He's still there anyway. Let's take a look at the Cup. We beat Utrecht 3-0 in the final. So we got kind of an easier round into the final there. That's not too bad. I want to see our games in the Champions League, though. How did we actually do in the Champions League if I get rid of all that? So, 3-0. Whoa.
That's a hell of a result, isn't it?
Big result at home. That's not bad at all. It's such a shame we lost that Sporting game.
Yeah.
Because I think we might have finished... We did finish top, so it made no difference. PSG
Chelsea
finished second.
third.
Oh my god, yeah, Chelsea. Wow, Zinedine Zidane, has he been sacked? No, he's still there. Maybe they went on one Europa League, who knows? But Sporting came through with us, so that's interesting.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, but that's obviously because we stayed unbeaten against them. Basel was the whipping boys, 5-1 and 7-2. 7-0. 2-3 loss against PSG and a 2-2 draw at home there. 90th minute. Lionel Messi scored in one of those games, and in the home game, 91st minute. And we had a player sent off as well. Natsi Univar, who has come through the youth academy.
Yeah.
He's one of their up-and-coming prospects.
I'll tell you what, the youth academy is so good. I was going through the list of the players that come from the youth academy.
Yeah.
And when I think about the Dutch team, the Netherlands team, national team that I can think of, the players that play from, the majority of them come from the Ajax and youth team.
Yeah.
I mean, the names, the Bergkamps and all that.
Johan Cruyff, of course, one of the most famous ones.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Kluivert, we mentioned earlier, he was there. So many players have come through.
One of the years, I'm not sure which year it did say now, but one of the years, the Netherlands team actually fielded almost a complete Ajax side.
Yeah.
I think there were two or three players short.
Yeah.
All from one team.
Yeah.
That's very rare, isn't it?
Very rare. Yeah. I mean, even the likes of the players who were never really world class, but were really, really good players. Yeah. You had Spurs, Van der Vaart.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Love Van der Vaart.
Yeah, I did.
He was so good.
Oh, really good. Yeah. I think
Wesley Sneijder was another one.
2 really good seasons.
Yeah, Wesley Sneijder was another one I absolutely loved. He was so close to going around to Man United about 5 seasons in a row. Yeah. Never actually happened, but some unbelievable talents that come through the Ajax, and there still will be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, even now we looked at the crop of players that come through in the last 5 years. De Ligt gone to Juve, might be moving to Bayern Munich this summer. Might have already happened at this point. Frankie De Jong, Donny van der Beek. That team that you faced in the Champions League was full of academy players.
And I think the worst thing about that, I mean, it was great for me being a Spurs fan, but I think the worst thing for the Ajax fans and all that, they knew they were losing those players as well.
Yeah, it was kind of their last
real big sort of game. One more game, they're in the final.
Yeah,
you're 3-0 up, and you think this is it. It was just a shame, really.
Yeah, but yeah, their new crop that they come through. Yuri and Timber, of course. They got Natsi Univar, who is a little bit behind. I think he's only like 18 right now, maybe 19, but looks like he's going to be quite special. And I'm sure Ajax fans are going to put loads in the comments and go, we're looking at this guy as the next big thing.
Oh,
we're looking at this guy.
Yeah,
because,
tell us who you think is coming through next.
Yeah, who can I put my money on? He's going to be a big. He's going to be the next wonder kid on Football Manager, because I love that. I mean, even Kenneth Taylor is one that I keep looking at on this, that I keep loaning out to try and give him game time, because I know he's got a good potential. He's 22 years of age on this, so he's about 19 in real life. And that one I mentioned earlier, Ms. Hoy, and I'm pretty sure as well we started to get some come through the Youth Academy, who have been quite good as well. So if anybody takes it on the patreon.com/Megaloot Gaming, on the £5 tier, you might see a few more come through. Squad-wise then, we'll see the goals. 35 in 34 appearances. It's not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, 25 goals and 19 assists from dismantled. He's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So good. Justin Clivert with 15 and 16 there. That's decent. Even Berghaus with 11 is quite good. So Gino Dest 13. It's not bad, but it's not amazing if we want to start dominating again.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get back to. So we'll go forward for season. First signing I made was a free transfer. It's a regen. I seen that he was a free transfer and he was a 5-star potential, so I signed him. He got released from Stuttgart, so you might see him for Patreon members if you take him on, but he's a 6'4" striker who's only 18 years of age.
Squad player. Good.
Yeah, why not? Another free sign is Nicolo Ravella. Not really used for Juve in the last few years, but he does have a great potential on the game, and he's still only 22 years of age. Italian midfielder. He was technically gifted, very well-rounded, good natural fitness and stamina. Good squad player for us, absolutely. Definitely. So if he does develop into something, maybe it could be a first-teamer. But for now, Nicolo Ravella joins the club. Valenti, I've signed him as another alternative to play at centre-back. He might be better than one of the ones that we are using. Maybe Urian Timber, who hasn't developed as much as what I hope he would. Perfectionist personality is the best personality you can get on the game, as well as like modern citizen. 25 years of age, Argentinian. I think he believes, from Parma, £18 million. So double the amount that they paid for him a few years ago. But he's a very good centre-back on this game, and someone I've never used before, which actually drew me into wanting to actually sign him, because
his strength's good, his pace is good.
He's very much like Lisandro Martinez. Like, he's a little bit taller than Lisandro Martinez, who's just obviously about to leave the club, but good ball player, left-footed, Argentinian. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is one more. Everton that I have signed from Flamengo is a Brazilian winger that you can find on both sides. I think it's more of a squad player. I don't know whether we'll use him as much because Dusan Tadic is unbelievable and Clive we can't drop. No. Homegrown. He's amazing. But it's a good alternative that you can use from the bench. £15.7 million. He's been very good for Everton. For Flamengo. So that's not bad. A good signing, I think. Was there anyone else? There wasn't. No. So those are the 4 signings that I made this summer. But I have decided to change the tactic ever so slightly. So now we've gone to 2 deeper players for these European games.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
A segundo volante is a very weird position. I don't know whether anybody is basically playing it in real life. I'm not really sure. Let me know if you think there is a real segundo volante. But it's somebody who sits really deep as a playmaker, but then when the ball goes forward, he is bombing forward to get into the penalty area. And I kind of like Tchouaméni for that. He has good stamina and natural fitness to do that, plus he has a good dribbling ability. And I think getting into the box with his decent enough composure, yes, he only has 6 finishing, but he has attributes that can help towards that. A Roman playmaker is kind of what they were using last season with the likes of Gravenberch, who was just picking the ball up anywhere off the pitch, so coming deep to get it. And we've got a few players who can definitely do that too. So I think I'm still not basing it exactly off what I've seen Ajax do, but those 2 roles are a little bit better now. Instead of having them a little bit further forward, then the wing backs then can actually act as wing backs instead of inverted wing backs where they would usually sit here. Now they can actually bomb forward and overlap the inside wingers, the inverted wingers there. So maybe it's a little bit more attacking from the wings rather than through the middle is what I'm thinking with this new tactical change. And let's see how it's been played out. So obviously when I do simulate these 3 players here are going to stay in those positions. We have played the Johan Cruyff Cup. We have won 2-1 there.
That's right.
4-0 against Willem 2, 3-2 against Sparta Rotterdam, and a 7-2 against VVV. Our Champions League group then. Dortmund, Napoli, Sturm Graz. I'm alright with this one.
Yeah, I think we qualify again, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Spass and Hal, of course, getting taken away to Dortmund.
PSG, really, aren't we?
Yeah, if we can get through. It's just so unlucky, innit? You get through the first round and you think, maybe you come up against someone like Napoli or Dortmund, and it's PSG. You're like, oh, for God's sake, how did you finish second in your group? Right, okay, so that's what we're looking at so far for this season. Let's simulate the 4th one. Right, we have won the league.
Yes,
94 points. That is absolutely massive. 2 losses only.
Only 2.
1 draw
94,
as well.
94-95 season,
Yeah.
they went unbeaten. First team in that league to do that.
Oh, that is impressive.
Yeah.
The Invincibles.
Yeah.
So we lost one of them right at the end of the season there, which was against Feyenoord. That's not bad though.
No.
It's a very good season. Scoring 134 goals, only conceding 17.
Well, tactic working, isn't it?
Defensively,
Yeah.
very, very strong. Really, really good.
I'm a bit more confident about the Champions League
European
now.
games, absolutely. So let's take. I just want to see the profile, just see Patrick Schick. 46 goals.
There we go.
Oh, he's on fire.
Oh.
Yes, come on, Patrick. I love it. Right, okay, competition time then. Winners of Europa League again.
Oh.
Come
Well, that was
on.
the Champions League again.
And winners of the Cup.
Yeah.
Right, so how did we not qualify for that? Napoli and Dortmund going through. We beat Arsenal though. Get in. I love
Get in.
It's always us who normally knock us out.
It is,
so
yeah.
up yours now. Only kidding, Gooners. Dad isn't. Di Ketelere, Patrick Schick, Justin Kluivert and Ravella in the 89th minute.
Take that. Eddie.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's fantastic. Is it still Arteta? He usually sticks around for a while. It is still Arteta, and I don't think he's
I think
won
he's going to be a good manager.
I don't think he's won something since. So just the FA Cup that he won in his first year, and he's still there. Right. Okay. So that's a very good season. Very good season. How have we done in the Cup? We beat AZ Alkmaar, who got there again, 2-1. Quite impressive from them. Di Ketelere getting the most goals. He seems to be scoring quite a lot of goals.
Yeah.
We've mentioned his name a couple of times there. I do want to see our European journey, though. So if I get rid of that and we can take a look at the Champions League and Europa League. So we beat Sturm Graz 6-0. Oh, we lost those 2 games there in a row, which has cost us, isn't it? Because then we beat Dortmund 5-1 at home. Got to win your own games.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. We still got knocked out. Then we faced Anderlecht in the Europa League first round. 2-0 at home, 3-all away. Roma.
That's 2 good results. Really.
Yeah,
2 good
Roma.
results.
It's still
The
Mourinho
boy's still
as well.
there. The legend's still there.
He's still there. 3-2 and 3-1 away from home. Then it was AC Milan where we knocked them out on penalties.
Get in.
So 2-0 at the San Siro that we lost. Looks like we could be going out. Then a 3-1 victory there.
What did they score there? 1 goal then.
So we scored. So it went to extra time. So it was 2-all.
Yeah.
Then we scored in the 101st minute. They scored in the 113th. Then it was penalties. Then look who we knocked down the semi-final. Oh, that's got to sting.
It's a shame, really, that it was in the final, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely,
for the fans, really.
Yeah, but then we knocked Arsenal out of the final, which is funnier, isn't it? Up yours, Gooner. 94th minute, Justin Kluivert got one there, and then, of course, in the final. Nice one. So let's take a look then, because, Shicky baby.
Hey,
60 and 55. There he goes. He likes that. Justin Kluivert got, that might be the first time ever we've got 120 out of the 3 players there.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get quite a lot between
even the
2.
next one was 28, look.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Justin Kluivert with 30, Di Ketelere with 30.
But then, results-wise, we won 3 cups
Yeah.
and the league.
Yeah, we played in as many games as what we possibly could.
Yeah.
It's just not the right final,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
right,
fine. Kalulu got 24 assists, and he is now rated as a 5-star. So if you take a look at him, he's got a lot better.
Yeah.
So that was a very good signing, considering we only paid £17 million for him. 17 assists in the league alone, 24 in total this season. And Dest, the other wing-back, getting 14 assists. It's a new tactic, where they're actually allowed to go forward a little bit more rather than cut inside and help the midfield. And even Tchouameni gets 11 assists, considering he is playing in the more Segundo Volante role. So really impressive season. Really, really impressive. Right, we'll go forward then. Final season. Let's take a look. Right, we say goodbye to our goalkeeper, Altay Bayindir. On deadline day again, by Bayern Munich. 49 million.
They like doing their business very late, don't they?
Yeah, it does my head in.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't reject it. And then I had to go and scramble around and find a goalkeeper. And let me tell you, the first goalkeeper I had agreed I got the offer agreed. He wanted to join us, but I didn't have enough money in the funds because that deal wasn't done to complete it, to give him a big enough wage. So that deal got cancelled. Then when I did get the money, he didn't want to talk to me after because we couldn't agree terms previously. So I had to go for a second option, Alban Lafont. French goalkeeper, 26 years of age from Nantes. So £30 million there. Not a bad goalkeeper, especially on this game. Quite a legendary Football Manager goalkeeper because he used to be one of the best wonder kids that you could pick up. So I think that's a good signing. How about the rest of the team though? How have we, so as you can see there, first of the ninth, so that was deadline day. We were struggling. I did cheekily pick up a wonder kid because he come up in the scout report. Chilean, 18-year-old, so you guys can enjoy if you take it on. I think he looks amazing, to be fair. I mean, 16 passing, 18 flair.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
Yeah.
Chilean, got 5-star potential as well. So my gift to you, Patreon members, enjoy that one. But they're not the only signings that I made, because I did sign a big centre midfielder using all of our transfer budget until the goalkeeper went, and it's Ivan Ilic, who can play in a very vast amount of different positions, but I'm looking at him thinking roaming playmaker is going to be really, really good for you. Because if you take a look, I think it's where is it? Roaming playmaker there.
When you look at him,
very well
he's 24 years of age. He's got 40 caps already, so that tells you what a good player he is. Really,
absolutely, yeah. So very good player. If we take a look, we picked him up from Hellas Verona, £32 million. He's been playing very well for a Hellas Verona, who they're not really renowned for doing well in the Serie A, but he's putting in some fantastic performances, and I think that's
7.77 average rating after 3 games. It's good
with 3 assists. Very good indeed. Used to be a Manchester City player. Tactically, then, let's take a look. We are sticking with what we had. I think we had to. Yeah, but this time I want Kluivert playing every game. So Tadic can then fill in this position should we need to play him. However, he is now like 36, coming up to 37. He's still really good, but there is a few starting to decline there. But we still could use him should we need to. And then the rest of the positions pick themselves, really. If I take a look at pick without restriction, the unpicked positions, Ndika, you've got the Kalulu who can play on the right, Valente, Dest on the left. You know who we've got now. Schedule-wise, let's take a look. We have done very well.
Okay, so all the friendlies and all the matches so far we've already won.
7-1 against Feyenoord, but I think this one's more important. A 4-1 against Champions League winners.
Yeah.
Patrick Schick got a hat-trick as well. Skamaka getting one there in the 50th.
That's looking good.
4-0 against Groningen, 4-0 against Vitesse, 5-0 against NAC, where Charles Catalari popped off and got himself a hat-trick.
Did you mention the Johan Cruyff trophy as well? Feyenoord,
yeah, 7-1. Impressive.
I think we won that every season, did we?
I think so. Yeah. We haven't not won that one. Our Champions League group got some familiar names: Leipzig, Monaco, Dinamo Kiev. Got to be topping that.
We've got to win that.
Got to be topping that.
Yeah, definitely.
As much as I love winning the Europa League last season.
Yeah, I mean, we should be going through it, so you take it every time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we should be going through that. Okay, let's find out. Final season. Let's simulate it.
Come on.
So for the final season, we win the league, 94 points. That's very good. Unbeaten!
Yeah, it's in.
Unbeaten! What were we saying earlier? 94 season, was it? That they finished unbeaten? Yeah. We've matched it. 94 points, 123 goals, only 15 conceded.
Well, that's better as well.
Yeah.
17.
We drew 4 games there. One was against PSV. So that's impressive. Very impressive indeed.
Right, so we're on fire then.
We are on fire. How have we done? Oh, let's take a look at the goals. Just want to see the goals. Patrick Schick got 42, so he is definitely on fire. Dominated the average rating. Dusan Tadic, 29 assists in the league at the age of 37.
Not bad, is it?
No, when you can only play 34 games. That's very impressive. Justin Kluivert, they get an 11 there as well. Lafon got 19 clean sheets. He's done his job.
I'm nervous, mate. I think we've
Yeah,
I reckon we've done it.
Okay.
Is this
Done what?
Won the Champions League.
You think?
Oh, well, yeah, go on. I reckon we've done it.
Okay. You're right!
Oh,
we won the Champions League!
I was only being cheeky. Get in.
Manchester City in the final. 1-0. What a game. Come on, let's go. That's the first time we've done that in a long time with a club that we're not expected. 93rd minute. Evan Ndika. Oh, yes. They had Haaland, they had Mbappe, De Bruyne, Declan Rice, Frankie de Jong, De Ligt.
Yeah.
We played against basically all the players who used to play for Ajax.
Yeah. I bet they hated that.
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, that's unbelievable. What a result that is.
It's got to be one of our best rebuilds, isn't it?
Absolutely, because we also won the cup.
And we won the cup.
We won the cup.
So that's the proper treble then.
Yeah. We beat them after extra time at 3-2 in that one there. That's amazing. Wow. That's the absolute trouble.
We won everything.
We completed it. We completed it for you Patreon members. You didn't even need to. Champions League. Let's take a look. So after we demolished the league there, we only drew one against Dynamo Kiev, which really we should be winning, but still. We lost our first round leg against Atletico Madrid 1-0.
I've always said though, every time we come up against them, I always say it's hard to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we went on and won 3-1 at home, but we did take it to that count.
Extra time.
Is that gone to extra time? Because, it was 2-1. Yeah, so we went to extra time. Patrick Schick scored in the 101st minute.
Yeah.
Roma again. Was it Jose Mourinho? Yeah, he is still there. So Jose Mourinho,
they're not going to
eliminated him twice yet. 3-1.
Then they went to his other team, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, we beat them. So that's fantastic. We stole your player in Chouameni. And
we went 2-0 up there, isn't it?
Knocked you out. So, we were 2-1 up in the home leg.
Yeah.
But they were 1-0 up.
Jude
Bellingham played for them, then they come back. So in the second leg, then we took the lead. They scored again, then we scored again. They scored just a consolation in the end. And of course, Manchester City. It was played at Old Trafford. It was played in Manchester. I bet Eric was watching.
Yeah, but
Eric was in the crowd going, "Go on, Luke, come on." That is unbelievable. What a rebuild. Let's take a look then at statistics to find out. 60 goals again for Patrick Schick in 52 appearances. 23 for Justin Kluivert, 23 for Di Ketelere. How good has he got? Really, really good now. Dusan Tadic, 15 goals, 35 assists. Really, really good. This is unbelievable. I want to see Angelo. He's progressed amazingly on loan. So you've got Angelo, 21 years old, who's coming back on loan. He looks really good now. Ilicic getting 13 assists. What a team that we have created here for you guys and the Patreon members and in general just to enjoy it. What do you think, Dad?
I'm going to give you one challenge, and it'll take you one season to do the one challenge I want you to do.
Okay.
Win the Champions League again. See
Win the
if you can win it
Champions
2
League.
seasons in a row.
Well, there you go.
If you don't win it, then obviously the challenge has failed. So
I'm going to add to it then.
Yeah, go on then.
Because Ajax, one of the only clubs, as well as Real Madrid, I believe, who have won it 3 times in a row.
Right.
So can you win it again 3 times in a row with Ajax? Because as you can see, if we take a look at our club info, Champions League's now been won 5 times, but 3 of them were back to back to back in the 70s with Johan Cruyff. You've got the team who can do it.
Well, your minimum challenge is to win the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't. We've done that every season, so you got to do it.
So can you do it another 2 seasons and win the Champions League back to back to back?
Good luck and let us know if you do it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash a like on that one because we've done almost the unthinkable really with a team like Ajax. They are capable, of course, of winning the Champions League, but it's another thing actually doing it when you're not playing it and you're just simulating.
And don't forget, wish this boy happy birthday.
Yeah, turning 30. I'm getting very, very young.
28th of July, his birthday.
Right. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and everything like that. Taking us above 40k recently. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next Monday for the rebuild. Bye-bye.